Hi there, this is Andra. Welcome to my studio. Today I wanted to share with you my newly created self-care journal that is inspired by bullet journaling, and I really do love the way that people are doing bullet journals through on dotted journals and all that. I wanted to make it something a little bit different for myself as a self-care journal. I do also I've started a more personal bullet journal for work-related items, specific things that I really need to keep track of, projects and just completing all the projects that I have going on. So that's separate. This is just more so on self-care and positive and more painting in it and all those things that make me feel good. So I've started this in mid-February, and it's taken me a long time to edit this video. So it's coming out at the end of February, but I'm already starting to, or I have already started to set it up for March, and I'm going to have a more comprehensive, just an overview of the setup in March. But for now, I just wanted to sort of share everything I've done in the self-care journal so far. And it's looking at the yearly setup and then the month setup and so forth. So at the end of this journal, or rather at the end of this video, I will have another explanation and moving through an overview of the whole thing as it stands, completed, set up, already completed. So you'll have a better understanding or a better view of how it all looks in with everything all together. For now, it's just going to be a sped up version of my process and all the painting I've done in it, and all the work to set stuff up. I hope you enjoy. Thank you. was able to finish off the first few pages here of my self-care journal that I wanted to talk about. I was inspired by bullet journaling and what people do, how they track things and all that. I find it awesome. But I wanted to do something a bit special to me, and that was a self-care journal where I keep track of things that I do for myself, positive thinking, that kind of thing. So let's get through it. This is a rather thick, if you can see, sketchbook. It is not a bullet journal. It is a sketchbook, but I sort of like the white texture of it. I've never used a bullet journal. I was thinking that maybe I wouldn't like it because of the dots. But maybe at some point in the future. Get that out of the way. Alright, so I have a title page here that says, "A flower does not think of competing to the flower next to it. It just blooms." So I got this quote from theyogamad.com. I just googled inspirational quotes, and this is the one that I found. So that's the one I wrote down. The colors on here are from these watercolor pens from the sale that I got, and that's what I used to color this page. On here I have a painting. I want to do quite a bit of these, so I'm leaving myself spaces for those. This is a page for energy, and these are the things that would give me that sense of peace, and I want to do for myself, gives me that energy to put back in my bucket, kind of thing. I've got tools for when I'm having a bad day. These are the things that I could possibly be doing. And here I started with February, and I started late in February. I missed a week or two. But I kind of, I don't know, it's the first time that I'm doing this, so there are things that I like about it, there are things that I don't. Definitely I think March will be better, will look better. I started not liking the colors so much, or rather the hearts. This is a bit too much hearts, but too many hearts, but we'll see. So yeah, if 14th of February is Valentine's Day, but how can I show myself love? So that was the whole idea with this month. I still have to work on a texture page here for the month. Every month's going to have a texture page. I'm tracking my mood. I have some messages to myself with love to myself. I'm tracking some things that I'm wanting to do in terms of doing more of. So up here it says success comes from what you do consistently. So something like yoga, walking, drinking water, blogging, workout, dance, that kind of. And so this is what the weekly spread looks like. For now anyways. I sort of like it, but I sort of don't anymore. And at the beginning of each week, having a quote to sort of help with the focus of the week. So here it says, "They laugh at me because I'm different. I laugh at them because they're all the same." I just really connected with that. I thought it was cool. So what I'm keeping track of on my weekly spread here is the things that I do for myself to show love, to show kindness to myself. I have a tab here that says creatively this week. So I want to do something artistic, something creative every week. Then there is here a space for take pride in what you do. So what can you be proud of for yourself this week? Let the sun shine up here or down here. The things that went well, almost like a gratitude thing. what went well this week, and I keep adding throughout the week. I have space for thoughts and a visual reflection at the end of each week. I kind of messed it up for the first couple, but you know, going forward it's always better. I made a mistake here. I got a blob of ink, and then I was trying to blot it out and it wasn't working very well, so I kind of turned it into a bird. I have to do something about this halo, or maybe just leave it, but I saw a bird in it, and because there's a bird, you know, where's the bird sitting? So I drew out the tree with some clouds and such in the sky. It's not finished, I don't think, but I kind of just like it the way it is. That's the one sitting, that's what came to me, and I'm just gonna leave it as is. Maybe I'll add some more to it. I mean, where does the tree sit on, right? It's just floating. But I don't know, we'll see what inspiration I get. Here's the last weekly spread. Again, space for thoughts, space for reflection, visual. My self-care journal, this is what I wanted to have. I wanted to be able to write in it, and I wanted to be able to paint in it. So I'm trying to give myself some space for that. Space for dreams, so writing down my dreams. And if I don't have any that are not worth noting, or that I remember and I don't write anything down, I'm going to paint something here. So this quote says, "Some colors exist in dreams that are not present in the waking spectrum." From Terry Guillemette. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Here is a spread of year at a glance in terms of particular days in every month that I want to spend more attention on, that I want to do more with. To be fair, this would have, if I was very organized, this would have been at the beginning of the journal. You know, you do the yearly bits, and then you do the monthly bits, and then you do the weekly bits. But this is how it came to me, so this is how it is. So I have the remaining months of the year and a few days each that I want to pay more attention to. Bookshelf, so this is a list of books that I want to read this year. And at the beginning, initially I wanted to have like 50 books to read. It's been very hard lately to read, to keep up with the books, so I tone it down to, I'm thinking around 20. I should have about 20 books in here. We'll see. There's a couple, there's three that I've started late last year in 2019, and I haven't finished, so I have to go back, and I'm gonna cheat and say that I finished them this year, and they go on this page. Yay, 20 books. Okay. There's a quote here that says, "A reader lives 1,000 lives before he dies. A man who never reads lives only one." And this is by George R.R. Martin. And I really liked that quote, so I put it down. And this is just washi tape. And then I have a list for movies and shows that I want to watch. I find that it's really nice to have an idea of, you know, a direction for the year. It can change. It's not written in stone. It's not like that. It can change. But to have a bit of a, what am I looking forward to this year kind of thing. And I find that it's very helpful to do that. So this is my page here. A bunch of movies and shows, and a couple of them I'm watching them the second time. Like Altered Carbon and The Witcher. I really like those two, so I'm watching it a second time, and that's okay. And I have space here for a visual painting of some sort, reflection, whatever, to finish off this set. And from here on end, I'm going to start with March, and I want to change it. You see, what didn't work here is that there's no break, and the two pages don't go together. So I don't want to do this anymore. What I'm going to do for March is I'm going to have the title page and a painting to go with it in the same vein. So yeah, and then we'll go forward from there. We'll see if it actually works out to be able to use it for the year, or if I'm going to run out at some point in the year. It shouldn't be too... A lot of the yearly stuff went into this first section here, which is about that big. So that's not to say that every month is going to be like that. It's going to be a lot slimmer because I'm not tracking the yearly stuff every single month. I'll be tracking mood and activities and that kind of thing, but not movies and whatever. So I'm anticipating that the monthly going forward will actually be thinner. So I'm hoping that I can fit everything in one of these books. And we'll see how it goes. Okay, thanks you guys. Bye.